Well, hello my crafty friends. Today's video we're going to cover why I like to use aluminum tape for creating a resin jewelry, especially the ones with the open bezels. So we'll go over a few little do's and don'ts, and don't forget to check out my full online jewelry course. I'll give you the link for that down below. But for now, let's check this tape out and see the do's and the don'ts. Hi, I'm Kellie Chasse. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I have new videos every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you click that subscribe button, click the little bell, and you'll never miss one. I also have full monthly online classes and tutorials on my website at www.kellychassefineart.com. And I do have over 10,000 students and over 15 years of experience teaching art classes. So if you have a chance, head over to my website and check them out. Hey everyone, Kellie here. So some of you might have seen my jewelry and you're wondering, what is that silver stuff she has her jewelry on? Well, this is one of my favorite tapes to use. This one is made by Nashua. It's actually an aluminum tape, and you can see it's very easily bends. It has a little sticky side here, if I can get it going. Okay, let's try this one. Holy cow. There we go. So it does have the sticky side, and you can see it's almost like aluminum foil, basically, but it's super sticky. I mean, this stuff is just, talk about sticky. But I like to use it with my jewelry. Now, you do have to make sure that you keep it nice and smooth, because like tin foil, it can get crumpled. And you can see here, it does rip really easy, but you can see how strong the sticky stuff is on this thing. So what I like to do is, let me just take a new piece here. So I like to take it and I flip it over like this, and cut off a piece depending on how many bezels I'm planning on doing. And then what I like to do is, this is a resin piece that I did yesterday. I like to cut this off, and then I remove. I'll try to do this again here. Remove my tape, maybe. There we go. Being very careful as I'm doing it, because I don't want to have any of that texture. Now you can see you'll get a little bit of texture with this. These bezels are two-sided. So what I'll do is I will push, obviously this one has resin already in it, but I'll take the plain bezels and just push around the edges to make sure that this has a nice seal. And then I would do a bunch of them, and they're all flat on this piece of tape. You can also take the edge if you need to and just tilt it up like this, so you have a place to pick it up where it's not sticky. And I would lay those all across here, and then I'll show you once I pour my resin in. I'll fill it in, let it dry like this on a flat surface, and then I pull it off the next day. And you do have to be careful. Again, I mean, you can see how sticky this is just with having this down there for a few seconds. When you pull it off, you can actually pull the resin directly out of the open bezel if you're not careful. So you have to make sure that it is cured enough, so that it is cured enough around your edge, so that it's not going to remove your resin when you pull that out. So you have to, again, do that very slowly and pull and just test and see, you know, if your resin is dry enough for it. So in the past, even in my video of my class, I have always used the Scotch tape, which, you know, is 3M. It's really good quality. It's got a nice stickiness to this as well. And I did the same thing with this one, where I would cut it, and then I would place the bezel on top there and push down. But because I'm using resin, and I'm using either a heat gun or heat tool, or usually it's a torch or one of these little lighters to heat up the resin or to remove the bubbles, it can melt your tape, and I've had issues in the past where the tape melted and then it will seep underneath. So since I found the aluminum tape, I have not had issues with that. So this is why I now recommend using aluminum tape versus the Scotch tape or a heavy duty tape for open bezels. Now this is fine, if you're using closed bezels. Obviously, if you want to keep them in place, you can stick them down, but really I only use the tape for the two-sided open bezels, so that creates a dam in behind. So here are a couple that I did yesterday. These haven't been pulled off. These have been pulled off. Let's show you some that are already on here. Now this one I leaked a little bit on the edge, and that was not from leaking underneath, but that was for me for pouring and missing my mark. So you can see I do have a little bit of resin on there, and we'll be able to clean that right up. But you see how sticky these things are when you pull that? You're definitely not going to get any seepage like you will in some of the other clear tapes that I have used. So this is my new go-to tape. Again, it gives a little bit of a pattern on the back, but I'm okay with that. These are really two-sided. If it bothered me, I could always put another little top coat of resin on there. So I do have an online jewelry class if you want to learn how to do this. This is actually done with some Maine lobster shells in here, which is really cool. And I think when I first demoed these, I showed on my Facebook group a live when I was doing this. So this is my second batch. The other ones have almost sold out, so I'm making a new batch for this week. But if you want to know a little bit more about resin jewelry, I give you all the information stuff in my full online class, and I'll give you the link for that on here. And I will also link that YouTube video that I have up for this, as well as another YouTube video I have on aluminum foil. If you're interested in trying aluminum foil to create dams with your clay boards, you can do that. It makes a great dam for your resin, so if you want to build up with it. So I'll link that up here for you too. Check that one out. It's super cool. And this is another Nun Design piece of jewelry bezel that I had that I didn't take the tape with. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you find this helpful, make sure to click that like button and feel free to share it with your other crafty friends. I appreciate that. And thanks so much for hanging out with me again on this Tuesday. And I look forward to doing something next week for you. If you have any ideas of what you want to see, let me know. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.